Have you ever stopped to think that sometimes the greatest opportunities are in the simplest and most forgotten things? While everyone runs after gold, cryptocurrencies, or the stock market, there is a silent, discreet, but powerful metal: silver. For centuries, it was a symbol of wealth used by kings, empires, and entire civilizations. But today, amidst the rush of the modern world, many people have forgotten the real value this metal has. And that's where the opportunity lies. Silver is not just beautiful. It is useful, necessary, and increasingly scarce. It is present in solar panels, electric car batteries, chips, phones, medicines, and even satellites. In other words, the modern world doesn't work without it. Now imagine, if demand grows and supply decreases, what happens to the price? Exactly, it goes up. And that's why, in this video, I'm going to show you 5 simple and practical ways to multiply your silver income this year, even if you've never invested before. But before we start, I want to leave you with a question. Are you prepared to see opportunities where almost no one is looking? Because from now on, you're going to discover how something seemingly simple can transform into the key to your financial freedom. Many people still think that silver is just a metal for making jewelry or silverware. But the truth is that today, silver is one of the most important raw materials of the new world economy. Think with me for a moment. We live in an era dominated by technology. More and more cars are electric. Homes are full of solar panels, and the whole world is migrating to clean energy. Now guess which essential metal makes all this work? Silver. It is the best electrical conductor that exists, better even than copper. It is present in almost all electronic devices, from cell phones to televisions, from satellites to the most advanced medical systems. But here comes the most important point. While the use of silver increases every year, extraction is decreasing. Many old mines have already been depleted, and opening new ones is expensive and time-consuming. This means the world is consuming more silver than it is capable of producing. And what happens when something is increasingly necessary and increasingly rare? The value goes up. It's as simple as that. It's the law of supply and demand. And there's more. During financial crises, when money loses value and inflation tightens, silver becomes a safe haven. People run to real assets, gold, land, and of course silver, because they know these goods don't devalue overnight. That's why those who understand the real value of silver don't see it just as a shiny metal, but as a silent source of stability and growth. And if you know how to act, you can transform this opportunity into a solid income, a silver income. And if you want to continue learning about these opportunities that almost no one talks about, like this video and subscribe to the channel. That way you'll receive the next content and learn, step by step, how to multiply your silver income this year. The first way to multiply your silver income is the oldest, and perhaps the safest, having physical silver in hand. No screens, apps, or digital numbers. I'm talking about something real, tangible, that you can hold. Think about it. For centuries, kings, merchants, and travelers used silver coins as a way to protect and store wealth. And do you know why? Because regardless of where you were, silver always had value. A silver coin was worth something in Europe, Asia, America, in any corner of the world. Today, this remains true. When you buy silver coins or bars, you are acquiring a physical piece of wealth. It doesn't depend on a bank, government, or a digital system that can change at any moment. It's an asset that you store, protect, and see. But attention, don't just buy from anywhere. Look for certified resellers, specialized stores, or authorized banks. And of course, store your silver safely, in a safe, in a protected location, and preferably outside your home. You can start with little. A 1-ounce coin, for example, costs much less than you might imagine. The secret is consistency. Over time, each new coin becomes a small part of your solid, real, and inflation-free patrimony. And the best part, over the years, while the value of currency falls, silver's tends to rise. In other words, you're not just storing, you're multiplying. So, if you want to start in a simple way, start with what the ancients already knew. Have physical silver. It is your silent shield against the uncertainties of the modern world. And remember, the more time passes, the more valued becomes those who had the courage to act before others. Perhaps you're thinking, but I don't want to store bars or coins at home. That's okay. There is a modern, practical and accessible alternative: silver funds and ETFs. Think of them as a way to have silver without needing to touch it. It works like this. These funds buy and store large quantities of silver in secure vaults, and you can buy small parts of it, called shares. Each share represents a fraction of that real silver. It's as if you had a portion of the metal, only stored and managed by specialists. You buy and sell everything through your phone, as if you were trading a stock on the exchange. The advantage is ease. You don't need to worry about storage, transportation, or security. With a few clicks, you enter and exit the position. But here's the golden advice, or rather, silver advice. Understand what you're buying. Not all funds are equal. Some actually have the silver stored, while others only follow the metal's price, without having the physical asset behind it. Therefore, choose reliable ETFs that are audited and have transparency about their reserves. This ensures that you are, in fact, investing in silver, and not just in promises. And there's more. By using ETFs, you can make small monthly contributions, buying gradually, following the market, and accumulating wealth intelligently. It's the ideal investment for those who want practicality and security at the same time. So, if you want to enter the world of silver in a modern and digital way, this is a perfect gateway. You don't need to be a specialist, just start, observe the market, and keep learning. Because in the end, financial freedom begins with the first step, and yours can be through silver funds and ETFs. Now, if you want to take a step further, there is a way to invest indirectly in silver, but with much greater profit potential. Investing in shares of silver mining companies. These companies are responsible for extracting the metal from the earth. And when the price of silver rises, their profit grows, and so does the value of their shares. It's like participating in the backstage of the production of the most promising metal of the moment. Imagine it this way. While most people only profit from the appreciation of silver, those who invest in miners profit twice. From the increase in the metal's price and from the growth of the companies that produce it. But of course, like any stock investment, you need to choose well. Not every mining company is solid or well managed. Some have high costs, high debts, and little production capacity. That's why, before investing, research the most stable companies with a track record of delivery and proven reserves. There are giant mining companies that operate in several countries and smaller ones called junior miners that are just starting out, and that can explode in value when they discover new deposits. For those who like to follow the market and want to multiply their profit potential, this is fertile ground. But remember, here the risk is also greater. The secret is to diversify. Don't put everything in one company, but rather build a small portfolio of solid mining companies. After all, when the price of silver skyrockets, these companies transform into true profit-generating machines. And those who entered early reap the rewards. So if you want to participate in this new silver rush, look at the mining companies. Because sometimes the real treasure is not in the metal, but in who takes it from the earth. Now let's enter more advanced territory, but very interesting for those who like strategy and want to multiply gains in less time. We're talking about silver futures contracts. Before the name scares you, I'm going to explain it in a simple way. A futures contract is an agreement to buy or sell silver at a future date, for a price defined today. It's as if you said, 3 months from now, I'll buy 100 ounces of silver for such value. But the secret is here. You don't need to have the actual silver. You're just betting on the direction of the price. If the value of silver goes up, you profit. If it goes down, you lose. It's an investment that requires attention, discipline, and knowledge. But that can bring very quick returns. It's like surfing a wave. If you get in at the right time, the movement can take you far. But if you miss the moment, the wave knocks you down. That's why this type of operation is more suitable for those who already have a solid foundation and want to leverage their gains, that is, increase results with less initial capital. After all, in futures contracts, you move much larger values than you actually invest. But be careful, the same effect that multiplies profits can also multiply losses. That's why knowledge and risk management are fundamental. There are platforms and brokerages that allow you to test operations in simulated mode without putting in real money. And this is a great way to start. Learn first, practice, understand the behavior of the silver market, and only then enter for real. The most interesting thing is that in periods of economic instability, these contracts tend to offer great appreciation opportunities. Silver reacts very quickly to global changes, crises, inflation, wars, energy policies, and this creates strong price movements, perfect for those who know how to observe and act with wisdom. So, if you like strategy, understanding the market, and taking advantage of great financial waves, silver futures contracts can be a powerful path. But remember, it's not about luck. It's about preparation. And those who prepare always go further. Now we come to the strategy that combines security, wealth multiplication, and continuous income generation, creating passive income with silver. Unlike simply buying and waiting for appreciation, here you transform your investment into a machine that generates money regularly without needing to actively work for it every day. How does this work? There are some smart options. Resale of coins and bars. You buy silver in small quantities and sell when there is demand, especially in times of high appreciation. With planning, this becomes a constant source of profit. Silver investment clubs. Some people join together to buy large quantities of silver, sharing costs and risks. You participate with a fraction of the capital and receive your return proportional to the group's profit. Metal tokenization, a modern alternative where your silver is transformed into digital tokens backed by the physical metal. You maintain the security of the real asset, but can still sell or rent it digitally to generate income. Silver-backed loans. Some platforms allow you to lend your silver to investors, receiving monthly or annual interest. It's like renting out your wealth and being rewarded for it. The central point is to make your money work for you. While you sleep, travel, or take care of your routine, your silver investment continues generating returns. This is the most elegant way to multiply wealth. Not just waiting for appreciation, but transforming the metal into a continuous source of income, which grows with discipline and strategy. And remember, the secret is to diversify. Don't depend on a single form of income. Combine different strategies, always maintaining security and control over your wealth. If you start now, even with small amounts, you can build a solid silver income over time, which becomes increasingly resistant to crises and market fluctuations. Investing in silver is great, but the real secret to wealth multiplication lies in protecting what you've already achieved and making that money grow even more. Imagine that you manage to increase your silver income through coins, funds, stocks, or passive income. Great, but if you spend or reinvest hastily, you risk losing part of that progress. So, how to protect your profits? Here are some essential strategies. Diversification. Don't put all your money in a single type of investment. Combine physical silver, funds, stocks, and passive income. That way, if one sector fluctuates, the others hold your portfolio. Smart reinvestment. Instead of immediately spending the profit obtained, use part of it to buy more silver or increase positions in funds and stocks. The power of compound interest and continuous appreciation will multiply your wealth over time. Emergency reserve in silver. Keep a small portion of your investment as security. It's like a protection vault. If the market suffers any drop, you have guarantees of immediate liquidity. Long-term planning. Don't seek quick profits or impulsive decisions. Silver rewards those who have patience, discipline, and strategic vision. Before we get to the last step, it's important to talk about a mistake that can cost dearly and that many people make without realizing it. Many investors enter silver because of trends, hype, or because they heard someone say that now is the time. The problem: they don't understand the market, don't study and don't plan, and without preparation, they end up selling at the first drop or buying at the peak, losing money and worse, confidence. But here's the great truth. Financial success is not luck, it's strategy. It's not about chasing what's trending, but rather about acting with knowledge, discipline, and patience. Those who learn to observe, analyze, and make conscious decisions transform any challenge into opportunity. While others despair with small drops, you see the growth potential. While most seek shortcuts, you build solid foundations that last years. So, never underestimate the power of studying, planning, and investing with intelligence. Silver is not just a metal. It's an opportunity to transform your financial life. And those who avoid this mistake, who prepare and act with strategy, have been reaping consistent results and growing their wealth step by step. Remember, great fortunes are not born from chance. They are the result of conscious decisions, planned actions, and courage to act before others. The magic happens when you combine protection plus reinvestment plus patience. It's not just about winning, it's about ensuring that each gain transforms into something greater and lasting. By following these steps, you not only multiply your silver income, but also build a solid patrimony, resistant to crises and capable of generating financial freedom. Before we get to the last step, it's important to talk about a mistake that can cost dearly and that many people make without realizing it. Many investors enter silver because of trends, hype, or because they heard someone say that now is the time. The problem? They don't understand the market, don't study and don't plan, and without preparation, they end up selling at the first drop or buying at the peak, losing money and worse, confidence. But here's the great truth. Financial success is not luck, it's strategy. It's not about chasing what's trending, but rather about acting with knowledge, discipline, and patience. Those who learn to observe, analyze, and make conscious decisions transform any challenge into opportunity. While others despair with small drops, you see the growth potential. While most seek shortcuts, you build solid foundations that last years. So never underestimate the power of studying, planning, and investing with intelligence. Silver is not just a metal. It's an opportunity to transform your financial life. And those who avoid this mistake, who prepare and act with strategy, have been reaping consistent results and growing their wealth step by step. Remember, great fortunes are not born from chance. They are the result of conscious decisions, planned actions, and courage to act before others. We've reached the end of this journey, but before closing, I want you to reflect. Silver is not just a shiny metal. It is a silent opportunity to multiply your income, protect your wealth, and achieve financial freedom. And best of all, those who act with knowledge, strategy, and discipline are ahead of almost everyone. The 5 ways we saw today, from physical silver to futures contracts, from mining stocks to passive income, are powerful tools, but they only work if you decide to put them into practice. It's not about luck. It's about acting with intelligence, seizing opportunities, and maintaining focus on the long term. Now think with me. Are you going to continue letting these opportunities pass by? Or will you be the person who transforms small decisions into a great financial change this year? If you want to continue learning how to multiply your silver income and receive strategic tips that almost no one shares, like this video and subscribe to the channel. That way, you guarantee access to the next content and continue building your path to financial freedom. Remember, the difference between those who dream and those who achieve is in the action. Today is your moment. Start small, but start. And in a few months, you'll look back and realize that each step taken was worth much more than you imagined.